Why the is they talking about YoungBoy canceled the tour in Chicago?
Y'all sat on this and did all that yapping. Oh yeah, I can't wait till he go to Chicago. He gon' diss King Von in his city. He gon' diss Lil Durk in his city, and he's gonna leave untouched. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him at all. Chicago think they so tough. I can't wait till YoungBoy hand them they first L. Well, it looked like we took another dub in it.
Now, NBA YoungBoy has become no stranger to controversy, but canceling a concert in Chicago is a different level, man. Now, fans flew in, tickets were sold, excitement was real behind this situation because this was going to be NBA YoungBoy's first time in Chicago since the beef with him and Lil Durk and since King Von lost his life, man. There was a lot of rumors about would he be able to pull off the show. You can see that his tour is doing good and they selling out tickets all over the country, man. It's looking like a wild situation. Like the whole crowd is a whole vibe, man. Like everybody there is the true NBA YoungBoy fans, and you see them wilding out, man. Now, a lot of people were wondering would this lead, certain locations to cancel the show or whatnot because of how wild and how young NBA YoungBoy's fan base typically is, right? But it seemed like the show took place without any issues. I think they had one issue at the Los Angeles show, but outside of that, everything's been all right. Now then, the United Center dropped a hammer. The show was canceled for his concert in Chicago. Social media blew up, his ops were gloating, and the online battlefield opened. NBA YoungBoy's team pointed directly at the United Center and said, man, this whole situation was their fault, and that they basically copped out because they were scared about anybody getting hurt at the show. Now, I understand. People want to go to a concert and want to have a good time, go home safely, turn up, man. But there are always those bad actors. There's always those cats who might have some devious intent or some nefarious intent and want to do some harm to somebody. And obviously the United Center, they probably got with the police. Police was probably doing intel on this weeks ago just to make sure nobody was dumb enough to crash out like that. And according to what they came back with, man, it looked like somebody might have been that stupid. So they didn't want to see anybody get hurt, man. They didn't feel like the concert was worth anybody losing their life, obviously, right? And you really can't blame them in that situation, but you do understand what the fans are saying as far as them being upset. And let's break it on down and look at some of the reactions from some of his fans because the cancellation had its backlash. It had people bragging. And what this means for NBA YoungBoy's reputation in the streets and in the industry is up in the air right now.
I'm saying that NBA YoungBoy's tour in Chicago has been canceled and the refund is in progress. This is crazy. Now, I ain't gonna cap. I don't know if it was the label or NBA YoungBoy personally who canceled this trip. Because the United Center released a statement last week saying that NBA YoungBoy's show in Chicago, you was not being allowed no bag, no purses, no clip bags, no book bags, Fendi packs, none. Come with your wallet in your pocket and your phone and that's it. Maybe.
Now, based on what he's saying is accurate. So the United Center had already put out earlier, like, hey, you can't bring any type of bag into the facility. You can't bring any bag at all. Not even a clear bag is allowed in the facility. So that's a change from a lot of concerts because usually at the least, I should say, they let you in with a clear bag where you could see through it. Everybody gets patted down and stuff. So there was already some security concerns when they put that memo out there for people to see.
Your keys, maybe. So if it was canceled after all this preparation, like they scared something was gonna happen. None happened in all them other states. What's wrong with Chicago?
Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so heated right now because...
Now, you already know what's up with Chicago, man. But listen to this fan, and she really gonna vent about how she felt about this situation.
The United Center gonna cancel YoungBoy concert over the fact that y'all goofy internet wannabe gangsters and warriors was just steady... Oh, something's gonna happen. They gonna do something to him. First of all, y'all so stupid. Y'all are so stupid. We spend bread on them tickets. Like, I don't know about nobody else, but me and my best friend spent bread on our tickets. Hair, nails, outfit. Like, come on now. Let's be so for real.
Now, she's making a valid point because a lot of people spend money to go to concerts, man. And the last thing they want to do is mess up all that money that they spent for the seats. Like, especially you get floor seats. You had to get your outfit. You had to go to the barbershop or the beauty salon. You had to make sure everything was taken care of as far as your outfit was right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the car is clean and glistening when you pull up. That's a lot of money invested in going to a concert. So anybody who will crash out in that situation is stupid. Like, you basically just throwing all that money away to prove a point to the internet that really doesn't mean anything. But man, let her continue.
People who is really going to concerts and really throwing bread for concerts is not finna go do nothing stupid. Like, them floor seats was just going for $600, $700, $800, the $100.
So imagine spending $700, $800 for floor seats. You already got your outfit, you got your hair and stuff done like we talked about, and then the show gets canceled. I mean, at least they get refunded their money for the concert, but all that money that you might have spent ahead of time already getting your outfit together, because it's only one day away. So it was supposed to be tomorrow, and I hate to date the show, but that's a waste, man. That's a horrible waste for somebody, man.
To one section, 100 was going for over high, so it's just like, like, y'all really, like, that's just like, I don't like the internet sometimes, and I don't like the city because they just talk so much, and y'all always get stuff ruined for the next person. Like, I'm so irritated. Like,
Now y'all
That's usually how it goes, man. Somebody gets stuff ruined for the next person.
sat on this and did all that yapping. Oh yeah, I can't wait till he go to Chicago. He gon' diss King Von in his city. He gon' diss Lil Durk in his city, and he's gonna leave untouched. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him at all. Chicago think they so tough. I can't wait till YoungBoy hand them they first L. Well, it looked like we took another dub in this. Cause guess what? He canceled this show. But see, this don't come as a surprise to me, gang, because I knew this was going to happen when they came out yesterday and they said, oh, yeah, no matter the size of the bag, no bags are allowed in the United Center. Because this is scared. You that scared? What you so scared for? Dirk in jail. The bag that's going to pay the BDs for clap. He's locked up. Accounts being monitored by the feds.
Now, he's talking about Lil Durk, and basically he going in on YoungBoy. He's basically saying, what are you scared for? And he was talking about how the internet said that, for the most part, and I talked to several people who's in the Chicago drill rap movement, and they said that, NBA YoungBoy is going to come to Chicago with no issue. It won't be a problem. Even his ops were saying that, But obviously the United Center maybe got some intel from the police there and thought that somebody was going to crash out. Maybe not even in the concert or at the concert venue, maybe after the concert or something like that. And they were like, it's not worth it. But based on what this guy's saying is he feels like proved you wrong. You know what I mean? Y'all thought that he could just waltz up in here, diss King Von, diss Lil Durk on stage, and that ain't the case.
So what you cancel for? Go and ask our favorite rapper, do he feel like he not gonna be touched? Matter of fact, clean up on them bank accounts. Go get y'all money back, gang.
Why the is they talking about YoungBoy canceled the tour in Chicago? Why did I get a notification saying that? I'm finna insert this somewhere in the video. Dang, like, you don't understand the caliberistics of the caliberistics.
Homie said caliberistics, but he's got a point, man. Like, people, like I said earlier, man, people spend a lot of money to go to these shows.
Of the situation, folks. I was finna go on that shorty, green flag activity, haircut, fresh as hell, trim as hell, slime. We need a statement from you. I know you ain't canceling, gang, cause that's gonna make you look like a fool. I know you ain't canceling, gang.
So basically, he's saying he was coming looking like an NBA YoungBoy fan because he said green rag, everything, man. And he's calling YoungBoy out and saying that, yo, I know you ain't cancel it because if you did cancel it, that makes you look bad in the streets, And take that how you want, but regardless of all that, NBA YoungBoy has nothing to prove to the streets. I know that's a majority of his audience that's who he caters to, but 80%, 90% of the people who was going to that concert, man, actually in an NBA YoungBoy situation, 60% of those people are just regular hardworking people who just go to a concert to enjoy their life, man. That's usually what it boils down to, man. But, this is just a reaction from a lot of the fans and even some of the people who have something against. You might even call them his online ops, talking about the NBA YoungBoy situation. But what do y'all think? Do they have a valid point? Are they right or justified in being upset about this cancellation? Because that's very close to the concert, man. That's like somebody's already planned to go to this show and you cancel on them like that, you know? And like I said, his manager, they put out a post, or people from his management team, and basically said that the United Center was to blame because, you know, they didn't want to take the loss because they got insurance and things like that. They don't want to pay somebody's family and stuff or have to go through all that, the lawsuits and things, if something really, really bad happened. Like I'm talking about like multiple, you know, type of thing happened. But it's a crazy situation in hip hop that continues to happen. And around YoungBoy, this is his first hiccup on this tour, but it won't be, you know, bad for the tour. It's just one of them things that they probably just couldn't get over in this situation, man.